Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Ansel Armstrong back again, and oh good golly, Miss Molly, we have a video for you today. We're going to be talking about the fifth inning program, how you can make subs off the fifth inning program, and is the voucher worth it for the fifth inning program? The first thing we want to look at here, though, is the big news of the day. The fifth inning program has moved up in time, so no longer is it going to be releasing it on Friday at its normally scheduled release date time of usually 12 Pacific, 3 Eastern. It is now going to be releasing after the live stream on June 25th, which is Thursday. The live stream will be 3 p.m. Pacific time. Usually these live streams last about an hour longer, so give or take just a little bit. With it just being a boss reveal, it may be a little bit less than that, maybe 30 minutes. So expect the inning program, the fifth inning program, to be releasing around 3:30 to 4 p.m. Pacific time on Thursday after the live stream on twitch.tv/San Diego Studios, Sony San Diego Studios. They will be streaming the boss reveal, and immediately after we will be live as well. So definitely check out the link in the description below for our Twitch channel. If you're watching, tuning in to the SDS live stream to get all the updates of the fifth inning program and what's going on with that. Afterwards, you can tune into our channel. Again, link is down in the description. We will be completing the fifth inning program on Thursday. We will be going from start to finish, from 0 stars to 300 stars. We will be selling our boss. We've been one of the first in the world to complete the first 4 inning programs. I think we're going to be able to do this one as quick as ever. And obviously, we are getting 99 overall bosses for the fifth inning. And we are getting a new hidden legend as well as one of these bosses. So we're getting 399 overall bosses for the fifth inning. One of them is a brand new legend to the game, so you know these rewards and these cards are going to be very, very desirable. So we're going to be grinding it out, trying to get our boss as one of the first people in the world to do so. Now, the other quick note I want to make is that we are also getting Team Affinity Stage 3. It's here. We've made it. Wow. They really snuck it in on us. They really snuck it in on us at June 30th. I was thinking middle of July, but June 30th, Team Affinity Stage 3 is here. Reveals are going to start on June 26th. There's going to be rewards for all 30 teams, player cards, packs, stubs, new moments, showdowns. Everything is going to be incredible. You want to be getting ready for that. We're going to be making a video coming out later this week on what you can be doing to prepare for the market for Team Affinity Stage 3. But this video right here is going to be talking specifically about the fifth inning program, how you can make stubs on the fifth inning program, and should you be targeting and picking up the voucher. Let's hop into it. So as you can see here, to get the fifth inning voucher, you do need both all 3, Jacoby Ellsbury and Felix Hernandez. In doing so, you will get 17,500 subs back along with 7,500 XP. So definitely take that into consideration as you're trying to calculate what you should get. Now let's take a look at the bosses. The locations right now: 49k buy now, 44k sell now. So if you get them all for 45k, you're looking at around that 120 135k price range for them all. And as you can see, they're slowly starting to trend up. They are down, but they are slowly starting to trend up. So if you can pick them up for 45k, your total investment is 135k for picking all 3 bosses. Not to mention, you do get to keep the cards and you're getting the 17.5k back. So the question is, of course, is the voucher worth it? Are you going to be able to get your subs back for the voucher? So as we can see here, looking at Jacoby, just for an example, on the 3rd day, the 31st, the program for the 4th inning released on the 29th. Even still here on the 31st, Jacoby is selling for 150k was his buy now price. So if you're investing 135, you get 150 back. You do make stubs in doing so. It's not a ton of stubs, of course, but you do make stubs in doing so. And not to mention, if you are able to complete it quicker than that, you can make a ton of stubs. Personally, I sold my Jacoby for about 225k after picking up the bosses from the last inning for 35k each. So a pretty strong profit margin there. Generally, my rule of thumb is, on the question of is the fifth inning voucher worth it or not, it all lies in your ability to grind out the program. If from the second the program stops, you will not be playing until you get you will not stop playing until you get 300 stars. I do personally believe that the vouchers are worth it once you include the subs you get back and the potential return on investment that you're going to get from the inning bosses, the henchmen, conquest packs, packs within the program, etc., etc. There's a lot of rewards to be accumulated there, and I do find the vouchers worth it. Personally, inning programs, one of my absolute favorite days of the entire content calendar. It's like Christmas for me. I love grinding out the bosses. I'm gonna try to get them first, and with all three of these next bosses being 99 overalls, each one at their respective positions is probably going to be one of the best cards we have in the game, and you're going to see them all used and highly desirable, meaning that their price will be inflated much more compared to other previous bosses. As much as Joe Torre and Jacoby Ellsbury and Felix Hernandez, for example, from the fourth inning are good cards, none of them are going to dominate and are must-haves for anybody's lineup. 99 overall bosses, that's a different story. There's going to be some must-haves. There's going to be cards with a lot of value. So again, if you can grind it out first day, I fully recommend getting the voucher. Of course, though, one thing to understand is that it does take some time. It does take some time. It's not a quick process. Usually when content releases at 2 p.m. Central Time, my time zone, if it releases at 2 p.m., I am usually done. This year, it's a little bit quicker to get it done. This year, I'm finishing up around 8, 9, 10 p.m. Central Time, give or take just a little bit. So anywhere between 6 to 9 hours of grinding, 6 to 8 hours of grinding needed to complete these bosses. So if this time they're not going to release till 6 p.m. Central Time, with the program dropping later in the day and on Thursday, it may not be done till 2 a.m. in the morning. It is going to be a late night for me, but again, I'm super excited to do it. So if that's something you're willing to embark on, you can make a lot of subs doing so, I think, if you pick up this voucher. Now, obviously, not everyone is going to have the stubs to pick up all the bosses to complete their voucher or the time to grind out the program night one. So what I want to do is also talk about some ways you can be making subs without the voucher and how you should be preparing and watching the market come Thursday night, so you can adjust and react to the market and potentially capitalize on some investments there. So the first thing I want to point out when talking about without the voucher, if you don't have the voucher, it's still definitely doable to complete the inning program within the first week, give or take just a little bit, as we get player programs, as you complete dailies, things of that sort there. So let's take a look at Jacoby Ellsbury here. We can see later in the first week that he's been out and to a couple days after, he's still selling around 100,000, drops down to about 80K or so. So if you're within the first week, even without the voucher, you can still potentially sell your boss anywhere between 80 to 90K, maybe even much more than that, considering again that we're getting the 99 overall bosses. They're going to be a lot more desirable. You had bosses last year not ever dip under 100K, 150K. So if these are on that level, they could be withholding their value for a significant longer period of time. So if you're needing to bust out collections still, or whatever you're needing subs for, you're able to come in even without the voucher, complete the program within the first week. I think you can still sell your boss for a lot of stubs. If Jacoby Ellsbury is selling for 100K after a week in the program, I think these 99 overalls could be at 150, 200K even after a week in the program. Of course, no guarantees there, but I think there's still a lot of potential for that. So of course, even if you don't have the voucher, it's definitely worthwhile to come in and attempt to grind it out as quickly as possible. Now, the other thing to consider in terms of how to make subs is obviously the obvious. You're going to get a lot of rewards through this. Your headliners, your packs, your ball-ins, all that stuff. So definitely, especially as you get here to the end and you're picking up these extra pack bundles, assuming it expands the inning program next time, I'm thinking we're going to at least get 900 stars next inning. And we're going to be having a guaranteed elite ducks on the pond pack. That is my prediction. A guaranteed elite ducks on the pond pack at 900 or 1,000 stars from the 5th inning program. So if you're able to come in, get to 1,000 stars, guarantee yourself Chapman or one of the other 2 elite round bosses, Ernie Banks or Joe Adele, then that's worth its weight in gold in terms of stubs there. So definitely, no matter what, want to be grinding it out. But let's take a look at the market and potentially how the market could change and adjust come Friday, and some other things you could be looking at investing in prior to the 5th inning program dropping. So in terms of investments, I'm going to be looking strictly at live series cards mainly golds, especially with Team Infinity 3 coming up. Let's take a look at Giancarlo Stanton here. And if we tab on over to his marketplace, we can see a dip in his market just a couple days ago. He had peaked from the Yankees being in the player of the month, and now he has since dipped a little bit, large in part due to all the content dropped last Friday with the Ducks on the Pond packs, Jackie, and Father's Day. There were a lot of packs influx into the market. And the same thing is going to happen with this inning program. There's going to be packs within the program, and there's going to be hidden packs on the Conquest map. If there is a guaranteed Ballin' is a Habit pat on the Conquest map, you are going to see these prices for these cards. Come back, take a look at this video whenever Thursday, when the Conquest map drops. If there is a guaranteed Ballin' is a Habit pack, come back, take a look at this video, and take a look at these prices compared to what they were or what they are now. I know I was picking up Kluber at 1,400 last week. I think he could drop back down to that 1,400 range, bump back up to 25 by the end of it. You're going to see these prices fluctuate a ton come Friday with the Conquest map, and specifically now to a lesser degree diamonds will as well. You will see fluctuations with these diamonds. A lot of them will drop with Ballin' is a Habit packs, but personally I think you get a bigger drop from the gold players. So if you followed along with our videos that we had last week talking about prepping before all the new content came Friday, we were talking about playing the market then and investing in these cards. We'll take a look at Chris Bryant here. As you can see, I have 9 Chris Bryants that are sellable that I picked up all around 15, 18, and 1900 stubs, give or take. He's up to 31 now. We're going to be selling and doing great things there. So if you're following along with my investments and you want to follow exactly what we're doing, I invested from the crash last Friday. I'm now going to be selling all those cards which I invested in, and then come Thursday when the market crashes a second time from the new inning program. They always crash with the inning programs. It's not going to be as significant as last time. You won't see prices quite as low because one, it's a little bit less free packs given out, and then two, people stocking up for Team Infinity 3, but you're still going to see these prices drop drastically. So what I'll be doing is selling off everything today and tomorrow, buying them all back up on Thursday, and then selling off next Tuesday for Team Affinity 3. But we'll be talking a little bit more about Team Affinity investments and how to prepare for that in another video later this week. So I would definitely, if you're wanting to invest, if you followed our investments long before, you've had success. Again, nothing is ever guaranteed. I do like to throw in this disclaimer. Always the potential to lose stubs. It's unlikely. These are pretty consistent. These market drops and rises are pretty consistent. I feel very confident in them. I have probably 300,000 to 400,000 invested right now that I'm going to be selling off, and I'm going to make a pretty insane profit from those. So if you follow along with these tips, you're definitely going to do all right. So even with Team Infinity 3 coming up, I do expect a market crash come Friday. You invest there, sell for Team Infinity 3. You could be tripling your stubs. I'm not lying. You could be tripling your subs when we have the Team Affinity 3 bump Tuesday. It's going to be pretty insane stuff. Now, the other thing to look at is, of course, with the 5th inning, we are going to be having a collection as well. So what is that collection going to be? What is that going to look like? The only two that we haven't had so far as part of a collection are All-Stars and Veterans. So I expect it to be one of those. So if you want to take a big jump, a big risk, you could be stocking up on Chipper Jones. You could be stocking up on Ken Griffey Sr., Rich Gossage, guys like that could take a big jump if we have an all-star collection as part of this program. We're nearing around-ish, kind of getting close to July when the all-star break would be. So it would make a little bit of a sense from my perspective to have an all-star collection as part of this program. However, it could also be a veteran collection as well. Let's take a look at those. It could also be a vet collection as well, which has more options to choose from in terms of picking up cards on the market. A lot more golds and silvers to choose from. So it may make more sense for them to put in one of those as there's more options for people to collect. But whatever cards are used in these collections will go up drastically. For example, as we can see with the 4th inning program, when we go to collections, we have Rookie Series and Future Stars. If we take a look at one of these random Ozzie Smith, let's take a look at the Ozzie Smith rookie card here, and we take a look at his marketplace. We can see about a month ago, he went from about 1,900 subs all the way up to 5K stubs. So these cards are going to have some big jumps and fluctuations in price. And if you invest properly and you hit on one of the collection, whether you go on vet, all-star, who knows, maybe they give us something else completely random. If you hit on one of those investments, they can do insanely well there as well. A bit more risky, a lot of risk, a lot of reward. You know what they say, you got to risk it for the biscuit. So if you really want to go out on a limb, I think personally all-stars is a good bet. I also predicted that for the 4th inning program, and they give us rookies. So take that, be what you will. Eventually we'll have an all-star collection as part of this inning program. I think it's going to be coming with this one. So I may throw a couple subs at some Chipper Jones, try to get about 10 of them or so. If I throw in 20K, turn it into 50, I'm pretty happy with that at the end of the day. So that is gonna do it for us today. A lot of content in this video talking about how you can make stubs in the 5th inning program. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did find this video helpful, definitely let me know down in the comment section below. And as well, leave me a comment on what your plan and approach is for the 5th inning program. Now that they've changed the time of it, are you gonna be picking up a voucher? Are you gonna be grinding out the program night 1? What is your approach? What are you going to do? Are you going to be investing in any stubs come Thursday with a potential market crash from the conquest map? What is your approach? What is your strategy? What are your ideas there? I definitely want to know down in the comment section below. And again, as always, we will be streaming live on Twitch. If you're watching this video when it comes out, we're probably live right now hitting 45 prestige and opening our 90 plus diamond pack. As you can see, about halfway through 44. Gonna be opening that up, ripping in some packs after. So if you'd like to see those, definitely hit up the Twitch down in the description below. And come Thursday, we will be grinding out the 5th inning program from 0 to 300 stars, start to finish. We'll be finishing up, getting our boss, selling them, having a good old time. Inning programs, they're always like a party on our Twitch channel. We're all hanging out, grinding together, listening to some good music, having some good times, hanging out, sharing some laughs. Until next time, though, I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll catch y'all around later.